There's nothing like a sassy little game of You Don't Know Jack the Ride to spice up a pathetic Friday night. Right? Right. How many of you are there? No others to play with? I'm sorry, but sometimes it's nice to have an opportunity to get to know yourself better. Is this your first? Great to have you back. I was afraid we scared you off last time. You should be typing in. Okay, that's fine. As you know, your buzzer is the key with the B on it. And now it's time for the best part of the ride. Remember, you're always getting closer to the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack is brought to you by Underwear Invisible Undergarments for today's modern man. Feel safe, feel secure, feel invisible. And now, please welcome the one, the only, Schmitty!
Alrighty, welcome to the game. Hey, what's up? You couldn't get any of your little spy friends to play with you? Or is it just that I can't see them? Okay, whatever you do, don't close your eyes on the ride. You do not want to miss this. Hit that buzzer and try to snap. This one's called... I can't see him, but he's still my little friend. Time for the trivia. If you have an imaginary friend named No See 'em, how much you play together? You wear a magic ring, he tries to kill you. You go hiking, he bites you. You plant a garden, he grows uninvited. Or you build a teepee, he signs a bad faith treaty. Does this ring a bell? No See 'ems are these little tiny biting flies. You know, it's a rare friendship when you can say bite me and still stay close. Hit that. Whoa, nice shooting. And this category is... If you were a window, I could see through you. Look no further, here's your question. Say you're watching TV and the cones in your retina stop working. Considering how this would impair your vision, what might you say if you call up your local cable operator for help? I can't see, must see TV. HBO is upside down. I want my MTV in 3D. Or take me to color TV land. Since the cones in your retina allow you to see colors, losing them would leave you in a black and white world. But unfortunately, the cable guy won't be able to help you. He can't do anything about your astigmatism either, so don't ask. Work. Very nice, respectable. This one's called... Did you see the Invisible Man? Let's say that in a desperate attempt not to be boring, an economist tries to get all artsy and writes a hip new horror movie. Say the economist writes a movie about the Invisible Man. Because the title includes an actual economic theory, what might the film be called? The Invisible Head of Anarchy? The Invisible Eyes of Communism? The Invisible Hand of Capitalism? Or the Invisible Brain of Reaganomics? Economist Karl Marx proposed that if you tell the people they all own everything, then they will in fact feel like they own absolutely nothing. Which is exactly what you're getting, baby. Why didn't you pick this one? Economist Adam Smith proposed that individuals in a capitalist society act in self-interest, but to the benefit of the society as a whole, as though guided by an invisible hand. An invisible hand that'll be on every fast food container in this country if Spielberg does the film. Slap your buzzer.
There was a man who wore a cloak and spying was his game. Oh, C-L-O-A-K, C-L-O-A-K had nothing underneath except his little dagger.
Welcome to Cloak. Remember to hit your buzzer when the first letter of the answer lights up. That's how you win the cash. Collect all 5 letters and I'll give you the bonus. Okay, ready, set, rock me. James Bond is Agent Blake. Hello, what's the correct answer? Start 007. John Steed and Emma Peel. Jesus. Malkovich and close and dangerous blank. Kodak makes him. Say cheese. Under lock and blank. That's the key. One more letter for the bonus. What people place in restaurants. Orders. Lee Harvey Oswald was an assassin. That's it. Cloak. That's yours. Check out your score there. Make sure everything's in order. And we're moving on. I want you to hit your button. All right, that'll work just fine. Tell me what you think of this category. He's got a thing that's called Radar Love. Okay, do you remember Radar O'Reilly, the guy with the teddy bear from the TV show MASH and the movie? Well, say Radar O'Reilly actually has radar. Which of these things would be the most difficult for him to detect? A hang glider, a stealth bomber, a Scud missile, or a flock of geese? The shape and material of the stealth bomber makes it really difficult to detect by radar. Just like the shape and material of Radar O'Reilly made it very difficult for him to attract the ladies. All right, buzz in. I'm calling this one. War is easy. Comedy is hell. Hey, do you remember the unknown comic? You know, that guy in the Gong Show whose face we never saw because it was covered by a paper bag? Imagine that after he dies, he's buried in the tomb of the unknown soldier. If the unknown comic were interred there, how many unknown bodies would then be buried at Arlington National Cemetery? 1, 2, 3, or 4? So you don't lose any sleep over it. Currently, there are 3 soldiers buried there, one from World War I, World War II, and Korea. The soldier from Vietnam was identified, and hopefully no one's planning on replacing him. So, adding the unknown comic would make 4. You know, it's too bad they didn't have plastic grocery bags when the unknown comic was popular. Sticking one of those over his head would have been the most entertaining thing he ever did. Buzz it. Coming at you. A real man stares at the sun. Okay, so you know how Manfred Mann's Earth Band sings a well-known cover of Bruce Springsteen's Blinded by the Light, right? Well, what the hell is Manfred Mann's Earth Band trying to sing? Revved up like a deuce, wrapped up like a douche, ripped up like Medusa, or cut up like a goose? Yeah, wrapped up like a douche, and then tossed in the garbage bin. Let me show you what I would have picked. What Mr. Mann and the boys are trying to say is, revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. And if you think that's bad, you ought to hear their cover of Smells Like Teen Spirit. Buzz in and lock. That'll work. Try this category. Nude is artistic. Naked is just frightening. Well, since we covered some 70s music with Manfred Mann, seems only appropriate that we move up a decade. Apparently, the 80s band Naked Eyes is no longer visible to the naked eye. I mean, I haven't seen them in years, and I was a big fan. Considering the title of Naked Eyes' big hit, which of these would make the best epitaph? Goodbye, cruel world. Another band bites the dust. Don't shed a tear for us, or always something there to remind you. Should've picked this one. Naked Eye's big fat 80s hit was always something there to remind me. Yeah, you know, there always will be something there to remind me. It's called Muzak. Buzz in and tell me how much the... Oh, nice one. Brace yourself, my friend. It's time for Dis or Dat. The name of your Dis or Dat category is size doesn't matter as long as you can see it, right? All right, now I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it shrinks or turns invisible. Cash in. For each one you get right, and you lose cash if you get one incorrect or don't get to it. You gotta get all 7 of them in 30 seconds. Let the magic begin. Perseus, does he shrink or turn invisible? Ant-Man. Alice in Wonderland. Bilbo Baggins. The Cheshire Cat. The Invisible Girl. A penis in cold water. Only one wrong. Pretty damn good, monkey child. Here's your current score. You feel good about that? Let's keep going. Hit the buzzer for the value on this one. Here's a little something I call the Battle of the Bulges. Hey, do you know those little thongs that guys wear? You know, some people call them banana smugglers because, you know, they do. They look like, come on, you know what I mean. Say the title character from the Scarlet Pimpernel wore a thong. Based on the nationality of the people he smuggled to safety, what might jeering kids call his thong? Dutch apple pie smuggler, French fry smuggler, Greek salad smuggler, or Swedish meatball smuggler?
Do not operate heavy machinery while choosing wrong answers.
Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. The Scarlet Pimpernel is the story of a disguised British noble who rescues French aristocrats during the Revolution. French fries smuggler. Like me to supersize that for you? All right, buzz in and get your money's worth. All right, looking good, looking healthy. Here's your category. Dead time stories. Okay, listen up. It's story time. Once upon a time, there was this guy, right? And he had this, like, ingrown toenail, right? I mean, it was killing him, but he refused to go to a doctor because he thought he could take care of it himself, right? So he went at it with this butter knife and a fork. He tried prying back his skin so he could dig out the infected nail, but the pain was just too severe, right? So he decided to get so drunk he wouldn't feel the pain. Only that screwed up his motor skills, so he was digging in the wrong place. Finally, the throbbing got so bad, he just hacked off the toe with a steak knife and bled to death in his bathroom. What was this guy's problem? He couldn't see the forest for the trees. He locked the stable after his horse was gone. He saw the world through rose-colored glasses, or it was like the blind leading the blind. When you focus on the little things so much that you lose track of the big picture, that's when you can't see the forest for the trees. But I think the real lesson here is, don't pick at your toes with a fork. I want you to hit your buzz. That looks good. Way to grab it. Try this category. You ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and ask this. Have you ever heard that masturbating can make you go blind? Me neither, but it brings up a good question. And, here it is. So just go ahead and buzz in when you got it. For the curious, here's the right answer. According to the medical profession, chronic masturbation will not make you go blind. However, pressing your nose against the TV trying to tune in the after-hours pay-per-view channels at 3 in the morning may cause eye strain. Hit that buzzer and try to snap. See if you see what I see in this clue. I don't know what you see in her. Just remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, I'd like to hold her. Was that out loud? All right, let's see your final score. There it is.
Hey, Bob. What are you doing sitting at your computer staring at that screensaver?
It's not a screensaver. It's Big Buck Blast, a new simulated hunting game.
Well, how long you been sitting there?
14 hours, 23 minutes.
Seen anything yet?
No, not yet.
Sounds kind of boring.
It'll be worth it as soon as I get one clean shot.
Huh. Yeah, move over. Got another beer?
Yeah, and help yourself.
Hi, I'm Bert. You don't know me, well, not by name, but you're familiar with my handiwork, as are Madonna, Jodie Foster, and Princess Stephanie of Monaco. If you're a successful single woman who would like to know what it's like to cradle a baby in your arms without a doting lower-income father around, then give me a call. A few minutes later, I'll be right over with a small jar full of Bert juice. I'm a healthy guy. I ain't ugly. Give me $50 and I'll be gone.
Single? Famous? Want to be a mother? Give Bert a call today at 1-800-OH-BABY. That's 1-800-OH-BABY.
Hey, you can even keep the turkey baster. Think of me on the holidays.
I thought about holding the door open for her, but when I looked down at my bracelet, I thought, what would Satan do? So I slammed the door in her face and bit the heads off all the lab rats.
Satanko. It's been 3 days, Bob. When is Big Buck Blast gonna do something? I think I see something.
You shot a cow!
I could have sworn it was a deer.
3 days and you shot a cow!
Shut up! That Big Buck's coming. I know he is.
You really think so?
He's got to. It said it would on the box.
Oh, well then I can wait too. Hand me the deer scent.
Big Buck Blast, the simulated hunting game with all of the tedium without any of the fresh air or sunshine, is available at Buster's Bait Shop and Computer Emporium.
Good morning, everyone. Today on Cooking with Yaks, we're going to make blueberry pancakes with the help of our friend Sparky. Doesn't that sound good, Sparky? Sparky's going to start us off by mixing the batter. Why don't you start with the eggs, Sparky? Well, it looks like Sparky has mashed the eggs into a sloppy mess. Why don't we try measuring out the flour instead? Okay, let's turn on the oven. Go ahead, Sparky. It looks like Sparky hit a pipe trying to turn on the oven. So we're going to evacuate the building now. See you next time on Cooking with Yaks. Come on, Sparky. No, Sparky. We don't eat the matches. Sparky.
This is from my Baptist minister, who instilled in me at a very young age the evils of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. This is for the kids at school, who by refusing my friendship, forced me to adapt and infiltrate any and all social cliques. This is for my older brother, whose bad taste in music gave me a CD collection large enough to drive any person under siege insane. I'm proud to be an officer for the ATF. We raid more homes and violate more constitutional rights by 9 a.m. than most criminals do in a day.
The ATF, keeping our country free for you and me.
A wise man once said, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. Well, I say, give that man 161.5 million fish, feed him for a lifetime, and he'll never have to fish again. Put all your money into the daily lottery. It's the only hope you have.
In other news, 3 out of 5 celebrities agree that war is bad. Learn more tonight.
Next week on Round and Round and Round and Round and Round Table, Doctors Alan Gurm and Gerald Meatbottom discuss the controversial new sleep-inducing therapy for insomnia sufferers, getting up and getting a glass of water.
But so much is unknown about the effects of getting up and getting a glass of water. There are dangers of spillage, broken glass, water supply. I mean,
What do they do with the water once they have it?
Well, we advise they drink it, although we found that handing it to a family member has produced some positive results.
Watch as our panelists discuss this controversial new sleep aid and similar therapies.
Some of your more irresponsible colleagues are now prescribing other more radical treatments like sitting up and having a ham sandwich or even running around with a plate of Jell-O.
Well, we certainly wouldn't support that kind of behavior because of the risks involved, especially to children.
Tune in for Get Up and Get Yourself a Glass of Danger, Saturday on Round and Round and Round and Round and Round Table.
One is for the heartache.
If you've ever been in love,
Two is for the tears.
or just had to do your taxes,
I'm itemizing the deductions you've taken through the years.
this album is for you.
I've got more than $400 of interest in you. Then I showed her my long form check here.
As sweet as your first kiss,
If you would like $1 of your love,
and as painful as your first audit.
to go to my election campaign,
Tax Cuts, the new album by Darren Fick. In stores now.
you should take another deduction for being blind to my love.